Hey, how's it going? It is me. I got a haircut. Also, I'm doing another Fire Emblem tier list. Today we're doing Fates, and there are a lot of characters in Fates. But I kind of have been on a Fire Emblem binge lately. I just bought the Conquest, which I hadn't played before. I had played Birthright, Revelation. Now I got Conquest. And so now I'm very familiar with all the characters. Awakening is next, I guess. So let's just get in. I have it set up from S tier down to F tier. Those two are saved for very specific people. I will be giving reasoning for certain ones as we go along. But let's get right into it. It looks like these are alphabetical, and that's how I will be doing it as well. So starting off, we have Arthur. Arthur, man, having the worst luck stat in the game, having that face. I think he's got the worst luck stat anyway. He got like no luck gains. He's got that face. We're starting off with F tier. I don't know, he's just annoying. We got Asugi, which is just Gaius. Here's the thing with Fates. They repurposed a lot of characters. Certain characters that were from Awakening, they just kind of like rebranded them and rearranged the letters in their name and became children characters over in Hoshido. But then there's Nohr, who like literally just has the same characters from Awakening. There's 3 of them, I believe. We'll get to them when I find them. But we got Asugi. Honestly, he's just like Gaius. There's not much going for him. I wasn't really a big fan of Gaius either. But he's not bad. He's got the lock touch, which is definitely nice. That's a boon for any character immediately, having lock touch. Azuma. Man, I want to hate this guy. I really do. I want to hate him. But I just can't. C tier as well. Azura. Wow. Okay, so American Azura, D. Japanese Azura, like B or A. it's that much of a difference. Fates had a really, really rough localization. I mean, really rough. I wish that I could go back in time and just have them redo Fates and have a different localization team. Because I love the games, but the localization is horrid. And Azura probably got the worst of it. Her and Soleil. I'm gonna cut the difference. I'm gonna put her in B. We got Benny. Benny is your... he's the teddy bear character. Like, he looks mean and rough, like really mean and rough. But he's a super softie on the inside. Kinda like Dedue. You'll find a lot of these tropes throughout Fire Emblem games. I never really even used him all that much in Revelation or Conquest. I'm sorry, man. D tier. Baruka. She's cute. Like, she's honestly she's a cute character. Man, she's got no personality. C tier. What's her name? Kaeldori, which is just Cordelia mixed up. She's another Hoshidan child character who is just a remixed Awakening character. Honestly, I kind of like her character in this one more than I did in Awakening, because she's like, hey, my dad's perfect, but like secretly I'm more perfect than he is. B tier. A tier. Might get a little hate from this one. I'm not a big boob kind of guy. Or a doting older sister type. I know she's a fan favorite. I know that a lot of people like her. I introduced my friend to the series. I'm like, yeah, just pick a character, there's a bunch of them. And he immediately saw Camilla and he's like, got it, I don't need to see anymore. So like, I get it. I get her appeal. She's not my type. Sorry. But you know what? I'll keep her right at C. Scarlet. S tier? I'm gonna say S. She is easily one of my favorite characters. Man, I love her cut-ins. I love her like she's a crit master. I mean, just being the berserker type, she's low accuracy, high hit, high crit rate. So when she gets those critical hits and just her face goes from sweet and innocent to just like,
you disgust me!
I can't get enough of it. I love her character. S tier. Dwyer. I've only ever actually had him in a game once out of like 6 playthroughs. Because I never really used Jacob over, the sisters. So I don't really know his character all that much. D? I'm sorry, man. Effie's alright. I'm going D, though. She's nothing to write home about. She's kind of just a character that we've seen before. Felicia, honestly, the best maid butler. Way better than Jacob or Flora. She gets a bit of an annoying streak sometimes. But she's going B. I am gonna move this. Elise. She's a little sister type. Like, she's a bit overbearing, though, with it. She's a little too much a little sister type. I can't quite go A. A drop below Felicia. Forrest. I love Forrest. Let's go A. What's this guy's name again? Fuga. I mean, he's alright. I don't remember. A lot of the late game characters I never really messed with much just because I had teams going already. I'm gonna leave him out for now. Gunter, F tier. Fuck you. Quack that. He killed. Spoilers, I'm not gonna say anything. Hana, she's adorable, but she's very forgettable. C tier. Plus, there are so many other sword characters that do her job way better. If you don't reclass her, you'll probably never use her. I reclassed her into a Dread Knight. I used her. Otherwise, like, she's just outmatched by others. This guy. He's like Rickon from Awakening. He's the young mage, or Lysithea, I guess, by extension. Young mage who's like, I'm not that young. I can do it. D. Hinata. Same story with Hana. Like, there are other better options. Hinoka. Wow, what a snubbed character. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that in Birthright, which is, Hinoka's home country game, Elise gets more screen time. I love Hinoka. As far as Fates is concerned, Hinoka goes A. Alright, Hisame. Again, not really a character I really used all that much, because I didn't use Hinata very much, and he's just kind of like a retread of the same thing. D tier. This guy's name is, it starts with an I, and it is up on the screen. That's his name. Hey, I remembered it. He's Benny again. Wow, this is looking a little top heavy. And you'll notice that there's a lot of females up on the top. Like with any Fire Emblem game with like the most recent ones, they kind of give the females the spotlight. It's a shame, but that's out of my control, However, this guy, Izana, definitely going A tier. I just love his chaotic nature. He's so all over the place. If you played these games, especially Birthright, you'll be familiar with him. He's nuts. He gives up that like Varric energy from Legend of Korra. He's really just all over the place. I love that guy. Jacob, he's just outmatched by the other two. This is Kaden, not Keaton. This is my wife's favorite character. She loves him. She loves foxes. Kagero, again, really big chest. That's kind of her main asset. D tier. D for the size, obviously. Kana. Kana's annoying as heck. D. Kaze. Kaze, I didn't appreciate in my first playthrough. I never used him, and then he died. He's like a really cool ninja. A tier. Keaton. Man, Keaton's boring, though. Again, I'm sure this has a lot to do with the localization. I know he and Valoria have some like heavily altered support sessions. I'm hoping that's the case because like Keaton, otherwise he's pretty unremarkable. Kiragi, A tier. I really like him. Kiragi, he's great. I love his character. He's on par with his dad as far as like gameplay goes. He can't wield the signature weapon that really gives Takumi that boost over him. This is the first of our characters who came over from Awakening. His name in this game is Laszlo. Has a bit of a tragic story. When transferring between worlds, he lost his mojo. Like, he just can't hit on the girls anymore. I'll put him B tier. Leo, C tier. He's kind of the middle child. Midori, I'm gonna put her B tier. I really like her as a character and as a unit. She's really unique. She's got that merchant class. Easy source of gold is just keep her leveled up and send her out in battle. Ironically, so her name is Midori, okay? Meaning this. Wow, isn't that exciting? But ironically, her hair can only be green if you are a female Korin, you S support with Kaze, and your hair color is also green. This girl whose name is Itama? If I remember correctly? Yeah, she's annoying. F tier. Maybe D tier. Let's go D. F is saved for special cases, like Gunter. Hate that guy. Man, Gunter, go die in a fire. Mozu, A tier. S tier. I take it back. That's S, up at the very top. Mozu's great. Not only is she the villager class, so like Donald from Awakening, giving you aptitude. She is infinitely better than Donald, just character-wise. Donald is like the country bumpkin, like, I want to stab him in his face every time he opens his mouth. Mozu is great. One of her voice clips.
You smell like a goat!
Just every time it comes in, I crack up. I bust a smile. She's great. Niles, A tier. If you played the games, you know why. He's very risque. A tier, for sure. And then here comes Nina. She is equally as awesome. She's the shipping master, which is normally the player's job, but she does it almost better. Nyx is also A tier. I don't know what it is about her. Like, I'm just kind of drawn to her character. I love it. She's got this like curse where looks forever youthful, but she's totally not. Obero, man, I'm putting a lot in A right now. Now I'm going to put her in A, and here's my reasoning. Not only is she an awesome character, but she's got one of the most useful abilities if you're playing Birthright, or even Revelation. Honestly, even if you're playing Revelation, very useful. Her Nohr enmity, an amazing skill to have. Odin, he is Owain. This is Lissa's child, but this is Odin. He is now a mage for story reasons. I'm gonna go B tier. He's a bit annoying, but that's to be expected. That's his character. However, his daughter is A tier, S tier. She's great. No, A tier. I take it back. She's not that great, but she's pretty dang awesome. She's a bit too skimpy, which is a lot of characters in this game. Especially on the Nohrian side, there's a lot of butt. Orochi! She's pretty okay. I never really found myself using her that much, but she is one of the few magic users on the Hoshido side. So let's go C tier. This is Percy. Better than his dad for sure. I'll go C as well. Harry, okay. I'm not sure where to put her. I want to mute my game every time she comes on screen. I don't like her voice at all. It's too high pitched and squeaky, but like, I don't know, there's just something about the like cutesy murderous fiend that I love. Call me crazy. B tier, I guess. Just even it out. This is Reyna. I didn't use her all that much. She came mid to late game in Birthright. I don't know. She just kind of lackluster compared to some of the other characters. I'll go C. Raja. This is Tharsha. Just remixed. I'm gonna give her the C treatment as well. Simply because, like, she's not as memorable as Tharja by any means. She's literally just like a replay of it. Rinka. Those abs earn you a place on the C spot. Otherwise, you're fairly unremarkable. One of the only axe users in Hoshido, though. Maybe I'll bump her up. Just because there's not a whole lot of axe users on that side. There's a lot of swords. A lot of swords in Hoshido. Alright, Ryoma. If you want to talk about the most overpowered character in any Fire Emblem game ever, it is Ryoma. And wow. Let's not even go with how overpowered he is. He can weapon durability doesn't exist in this game. He can counterattack at, I can't remember if it's any range or just 1 to 2, but that's pretty much any attack anyway. He's got super incredible stats. He can learn some of the best skills in the game, get a boost from his stats, like they trigger all the time. Man, he is nuts. He has to go A tier because he's that powerful. I can't put him S tier because he doesn't have anything else really going for him. But in battle, he is the most overpowered Fire Emblem character in history. Saizo is Kaze's brother and not as memorable. D. Sakura. Sakura is very much like Elise, the little sister. However, Elise is the bubbly, perky type, while Sakura is the just like, I want to care for you, I'm quiet and shy, and I just want to sit in the background. However, I like the bubbly personality more. Elise just does it a bit too much. Sakura, she just kind of earns her place in the B spot. Alright, next up is Scarlet. If anyone has ever seen my Twitter account, you know that I have a deep love for Scarlet. Scarlet easily goes S tier. I could go on and on about like why she is my favorite. I mean, Fire Emblem character in general. Scarlet definitely deserves S. She needs to be in Fire Emblem Heroes. Make it happen, Intelligent Systems. I need her in there. Please put her in there and don't make her a fallen unit or I'll kill you. Alright. Her name in this game is this one. She goes C tier. I mean, we've seen her before in Awakening. It's the same character. It's just, we've already been introduced to her, you know? She hasn't really changed all that much, and not much has been added to her character compared to the other two. Selkie. I wish I could like her more. Because she's got a fun design, maybe B tier, I guess. Setsuna is going in... She's going in C as well. There's kind of this joke about Hinoka having the two most useless retainers in all of Hoshidan history. She's got Azama, who just like, he loves pulling pranks on people, and Setsuna, who can't walk through the forest without almost dying. Shigure, D. Just, he's got nothing going for him, to be completely honest. He's fairly lackluster in every way. Not to be said about Shiro. He's great. This is Ryoma's son, and if he had the same benefits that his dad had, he would probably be one of my favorite characters in the game. He doesn't have all those additional benefits, so he just kind of falls in the next tier. There's not otherwise much going for him. But he's a really fun character. He's just a lot more lively than his dad is. This is Shura. I'm pretty sure he appears in all games, but I don't really ever use him, just because there are other options. D. I'm Sigbert. This is Xander's child. He's fairly unremarkable, to be completely honest. D. Silas. I am putting him B tier. He is a character who sides with you no matter what. He's just this loyal friend who, like, even if you don't remember him, so like when you first meet him, you're like, yeah, I'm your childhood friend. You don't remember me? It doesn't matter. I will fight by your side no matter what. He's got some awesome perks where he specifically gives your character a boost. B. If for nothing else, just for the stat boosts. Here's the other character who really got snubbed in the localization, Soleil. So when it came to America, they really changed her personality. She is a raging lesbian in Japanese, and in America they really toned it down, essentially just leaving it to like a couple of lines. She really belongs up there with Forrest because they are that's the perfect match for her. Soleil, definitely A tier. Maybe S? You know what? Heck it. Let's go S. Soleil deserves it. She got snubbed. Sophie, however, I had her as my strongest unit in my first playthrough. Easily my strongest unit. She could take on an army by herself, pretty much. And so I just kind of put her on this high pedestal. I don't think she's really all that great of a character, like looking back on things. I will put her right next to her dad in B tier, though. Alright, we have Tsubaki, who is Kildori's dad. He is the one who's like, he's perfect in everything he does, but slowly realizes that he's not as perfect as his daughter, and his daughter is just like this prodigy. Alright, Takumi, heck you. Valoria. I wish she was a better character. B tier. I'm gonna drop Keaton down because of that. If Valoria gets B tier, Keaton has to be C tier. She is just more enjoyable than her dad as a character. She gets the perks of being a child unit. I have to drop him down. Alright, Xander. Xander is super bulky. You can kind of just send him to the front lines and it'll just be like, alright, everyone behind me. I'll take care of the few attackers, and then everyone else gets to attack on the next turn. Very useful character, just like his counterpart Ryoma. Not nearly as overpowered as Ryoma, though. Alright, Yukimura. He's another character that I never really played with much. I don't really know where to put him. I'm gonna put Fuga and Yukimura down in D, just because I don't use them. Alright, so he goes here, just to keep with alphabet, and he goes here. And that's just because I never really used them. They come so late in the game that there's not much to work with. Where do I put Corrin? I mean, super versatile unit. You can make her whatever you want, but as the standard run, you get the, I guess, Nohrian princess. I mean, let's just go A. Let's just do it. Let's go A. I guess technically, Lilith is a unit that you can use. Versatile, C tier. I guess. Those other three that you see down there are not playable in game, so they don't actually count. But here you are. This is the definitive list. This is actual, put it on a t-shirt. This is it. Gunter.